Here we go. Looks like we're coming up live now.
Yeah, you gotta hit the play button. There we go.
We live. We're live. We're live. Hey
There
everyone,
we go.
what's good? It's Cannon Hotep and Jay Pilon. We're back again. Oh man, this is the second episode. I'm joined once again by the incredible Cannon Hotep, the Hotep Nation.
What's
What's
going on,
good, Cannon?
everybody?
Yes,
Chilling, we
sir.
chilling, we chilling.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me see. Tonight we got some good topics. It's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a fireworks show episode because we got some good topics to get into. His little camera's gonna keep moving around, so I'm gonna switch it up back and forth to keep it coming back.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
some
I don't
reason in
know what's going
OBS it
on.
keeps on flipping.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that.
Oh man. So we'll start with your I see you did your video earlier about the taco situation with old Jill Beasy. We'll see what she's talking about. We'll go ahead and play that clip for the people to see in case they didn't catch it earlier. All right, let's see if it roll that footage.
Again, I ask you, are they trolling? So Joe Biden was giving a speech at some Latino advocacy thing, Unidos or something like that, where she said some interesting things.
Diversity of this community, as distinct as the bodegas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
First off, who wrote the speech? Because I hope they fired. I don't know how that passed the smell test. I don't know how that made its way onto the stage. Two, you didn't even bother to try to pronounce the word bodega right. Did they even go over the speech with you? Because we sure as hell know you ain't never set foot in one. And then you try to flatter the people by comparing it to a Mexican dish. As unique as the breakfast tacos. It's like you trying to flatter black people saying, as unique as the menthol cigarettes my husband's trying to ban. I swear this wife's from something else. This is what I call the language of how to touch. See, they try to write these quote-unquote beautiful speeches to virtue signal and pander to you, only to not give a fuck about you 2 seconds later. Now she come on and apologize and all this other shit. You should have saw the wrong when you read over the speech, if you read over the speech. And then you wonder why your husband's campaign is hemorrhaging Latino support. So I present to you people Exhibit A. You people starting to see through the sham. People starting to see through the jokes. More and more people waking up every day. And not gonna fall for your bullshit anymore. So instead of giving me bullshit speeches about bodegas, whatever the fuck you said, why don't you go set foot in a real bodega? Why don't you go there in Miami and talk to the people? Go to these neighborhoods that you claim that you care about. And find out those little people mind. That's how you change the world. Cannon Hotep.
Yeah, yo. That shit came across my feed on IG. I was like, what'd she say? I
Yeah.
was like, did she just equate them to tacos or compare them to tacos? I was like, come on. Like, really? Really? That's what you think is flattering.
Right. Yes.
You know, that's what you think is flattering.
Yeah, so I know I commented earlier. I said so Jill Biden was doing her motherly thing and running defense for Brandon's son, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to avoid all this alleged stuff that's all over the internets right now. We're talking about the Snow White, the laundry, the traffic, uh, but she wants us talking about tacos. So I feel like I feel like
On
they
Taco Tuesday.
on Taco Tuesday, man. So, so yeah, I'm feeling like I feel like they did this on purpose. I don't know what your take on that was. What you think that was the speechwriter just
That's that's why I was saying, are they trolling us? That's like, I want to
hmm
know, like, are they trolling us at this point? Because it's like,
right.
I feel like no one with common sense or anything like that would do some stupid shit like that. Like I'm like, it's no way they're doing this, by mistake. I'm like, it's got to be done on purpose. I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to draw attention away from
Gaslighting us.
yeah. I don't know if they're trying to draw attention from the sun. I feel like that also is like in conjunction with, but maybe some people it takes their attention off of what's going on, all the leaks that's coming out.
Right.
But it definitely doesn't help their campaign for the vote of the Latin people, the Latin, what do they call them, Latinx, the Latinos,
Yeah.
the Spanish people. That ain't helping their cause,
Right.
with shit like that, because at that point it sounds like you're pandering.
Does.
You know what I mean? Like I said in the thing, I don't know, black people are as cool as menthol cigarettes. Or black people are so sweet, just like the watermelon.
Oh man.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you can't do that.
she's gonna say icy as Alaskans or something like that,
Right.
She's just
It's
gonna
like,
have all kinds of different stereotypes, ethnic
yeah,
stereotypes to drop on people.
right. And that's the thing. It's like, yo, come on. Like, I feel like they're tripping out, like, or not tripping out, but I feel like they're exposing their hand.
Right.
Like I said, that's the language of the out of touch.
Yeah.
Then you couldn't pronounce bodega, which means you didn't read over your speech, or nobody went over it with you, or maybe they tried to go over it with you and you was like, I got this, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. I'm just sitting there and it just was like, at first I'm like, come on, this, like, I was like, they gotta be fucking with us. And then I'm like, maybe they not. I don't,
Maybe not.
I don't know what to think of it.
Well,
Yeah.
I got you. Because think of it this way though, the right doesn't lead the conversations. Right? It's
No.
the left. The left controls the narrative, the left controls the media. So excuse me, every time that these things happen, it's always the left leading with these stories, right? And then it's the
Right.
conservatives reacting to that conversation, what they control the narrative. So it develops all these I want to say artificial talking points that people have. And the reason that we get focused and sidetracked on that is so we can avoid solutions. We're not
Yeah.
talking solutions to the situations we got if we're over here fixated on some taco conversation, right?
Right.
And then the public comes away with this on their social media or however with this false
Mhm.
belief that they're a part of this what the media always says ongoing conversation. When the
Yeah.
reality is we have no control over what goes on behind them closed doors. And nor do the powers that be have a control over it either, as we've seen with all of this leaks. So I mean the government that governs the best is the one that governs the least. But they see
Right.
this as a problem with the people that are independent minded, independent thinkers, because that's a threat to those that are dependent on controlling others. And that's where we come up with this coming of the social credit system too.
Right. Right. And I agree with you on that. I completely agree with you on that. That social credit system is here.
Because we got,
It ain't. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say inflation's out control.
Yeah.
Tacos,
Did you hear
Ukraine and
about
war, tacos.
you hear about Heathrow? You hear about Heathrow Airport, where they're telling airline companies to stop selling tickets.
Yeah, I heard that they were kicking people off of flights, right?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. That, and they telling airlines to stop selling flights.
Wow.
You got what's going on over in Sri Lanka right now, and like I said on my stream the other night, it looks like one of the biggest contributing factors to not Ukraine, Jesus, and you got that shit too, where I guess Canada gave Russia back their turbine for their oil pipeline, and
okay, I think I heard about
Zelensky's
that.
pissed,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? Because he think that we're supposed, whose side are you? Like, yo,
Whose side you on?
but yeah, but then you got Sri Lanka. That's what it is. Sri Lanka, where they saying the biggest contributor factor to them was completely collapsing was because they forced the farmers to go from their traditional way of farming to quote unquote organic farming, and that shit didn't pan out for them. To the point where like they lost crops, like major crops, so they had no exports, they had no revenue, they had no what's the word
commodities.
Commodities. Right.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
no commodities.
Cause
They importing rice and they fucking grow rice and they're importing rice because they can't grow any rice because they want to go to this organic fertilizer that wasn't working in their fucking soil.
right,
Then
right.
by the time they realized the issue, what we say, it was like Brondo. They gave him
The
fucking
Brondo from the
Brondo to try.
Idiocracy movie.
Yeah, they try to give him Brondo because it's got a fucking electrolytes in it, and that shit didn't pan out for him. By the time they realized it wasn't panning out for him, it was too late.
Shoot.
You
Right,
know,
yeah. Yeah, money is
basically Sri Lanka's power structure went woke and went broke.
I'm gonna say this about it, and I'm not sure how. Okay, because go back a couple years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was over there giving them seeds? You know what company that was,
Uh,
right?
yeah,
Santo.
yeah. Santa
Yo,
Claus is over there giving out them seeds.
Santo was over there hooking them up with some seeds, and they said that the seeds was they were going in debt over the seeds. They were going in debt over that. What they were
Yeah, they
and
owed
then
China
farmers
so much
was
money.
killing themselves.
Yeah, we got
So
Steph Colonel in the building. What's up, Steph?
what's
What's up?
good,
What's up?
Steph? Yeah. So I was to say money is a form of energy. That's why we call it currency.
Yes,
It
yes.
flows, and they were holding this over their heads, and now everything is out control. And a couple years back ago, this is what we were saying. Hoteps were saying this. The truth community was saying this is going to lead to a disaster. What we're seeing going on. This is what all them protests were back in what was it, 2020, 2010 something, when all those
Mm-hmm.
protests were going on, saying, hey, Santo is over there hooking them up with something that's not going to be productive for them.
Right, right. Exactly. Hotel's been told you, yo, and people got to understand that. Like, listen, they went woke, they went broke. Guess what? Their leaders hauled ass up out of there the minute shit collapsed. And I guarantee they hauled ass out of there with a pocket full of dollars because, they sold their people out
Right.
for money. They didn't do it for the betterment of fucking Sri Lanka. They did it for the betterment of themselves.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
look, if you get the farmers on board with this shit that we about to give you, we're gonna give you this kickback, right? Of course
Hmm.
they on board with it because they greedy. So they do that. They force a mandate. You got to use this shit, similar to what's going on over in fucking in the Netherlands right now. Same type of shit, but they want to make the farmers over there use organic farming and stop using their traditional ways of farming, right? They trying to make Denmark and all those other countries in the Netherlands, the Dutch people farm just like kind of how what Sri Lanka was doing, and it's going to be to their detriment if that happens.
Right.
You know what
Full
I mean?
circle, Cannon. You connected all the dots.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the game plan,
crazy,
isn't this?
and
That's
they
what the
still
Great
pushing it.
Reset
They
is all
see,
about.
yes, is what the Great Reset is all about. People, they crashing
Shoot.
the system
Let's
so they
start
can
it.
have a
Let's
great
start it off
reset.
from scratch.
Because you would think that the Netherlands would see what the fuck happened to Sri Lanka right now, and they would kind of be backing off of those farmers. But no, they doubling down on it. They firing fucking guns at them, telling them to not farm.
Man, and now you
Yeah.
see why Billy G is buying up all this farmland.
Right, right. Didn't
Wow.
hold on. Didn't one of his little plants that he had, didn't that shit fucking catch fire like yesterday? If I'm not mistaken. We got
Could
Jimmy
be.
Doss Hotep in the building. What's up, Jimmy?
That's good, Jimmy. Appreciate you for coming through. Good looking out. Oh man. So let's see what we got now. Okay, for the next up, is there anyone else in the chat before we move on?
Now we got Steph, we got Jimmy,
It's
we got
good.
6 in the building right now. We got 6 likes. That's what's up. It's a good
Appreciate
ratio.
y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I think that me and Cannon are trying to do this on a Tuesday basis. This the last time we came on was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm cool
We
with that.
we might continue this on through on the Tuesday Hotep tip.
There you
Um,
go.
so James Lambert, right? The 73-year-old
Yeah,
man, James
yeah,
Lambert, he was beaten to death with the traffic cone there in Philly by a group of kids that was laughing about killing the man. The
yeah.
youngest of which was 9 or 10, right?
Right.
Two of the children suspects, they gave themselves up to the authorities. One was 10, one was 14. I don't know if they caught the girl. They said the little girl was the ringleader of it. She was the one
Yeah.
swinging the
She hit
darn
him.
traffic
She hit
cone
him
the
like. She hit
hardest,
him like. I mean, I seen her hit him
right?
twice with it at least. You
Man,
know. And yeah, she. Her. She the ringleader. The
sick.
little boys following behind her. Last I heard, she wasn't. She wasn't captured or brought in yet.
Right.
I don't know if these little boys start. Spilling the beans once they went in there. I
Hmm.
don't know if the little boys had a conscience and went in or the parents. made them turn themselves in. Now a lot of people's looking at it like, yeah. They found those little, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Those little shitheads, those little fucking thugs killed a man. However, you got to look at it. Let's just say the 10-year-old and the 14-year-old weren't the ones that picked up that traffic cone and hit him. I don't know if they do any time or anything like that in juvie or whatever. They were accomplices. They didn't, but they didn't actually do the deed. So I don't know how that would work. The little girl definitely, and the shit that pisses me off is that what you're gonna have, like we used to have here in Baltimore, when like these kids do some bullshit like this. I remember it was a time, right? I think this was back in 2005, 2004, 2005. Lady was on the bus and she got in an argument with some teenage girl on the bus, or a middle schooler. They stomped this lady out on the bus, put her in the hospital. Then they put her in a coma, right? But the city was capping for these kids. You got pictures of their fucking middle, like elementary and middle school fucking graduation and shit, trying to make the kids seem, all somber and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, no. These kids, you got to call them out for what they are. I don't give a fuck if they're kids.
Right.
They stomped the lady and almost killed her.
Right.
Her and her boyfriend.
Mm-mm.
Her and her boyfriend.
Goodness.
Yeah, and this the shit pisses me off because it's like, where are the parents? Why were these kids out at 3 a.m.? I get it. It's a free country, blah, 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 but they're fucking children.
Mm-hmm.
Why their parents ain't got a fucking leash on their kids? You know what I mean?
That's his picture up there in the side that was just flashed up there.
Right. The funny part is, like, when you watch the video, they got him blurred out, right?
Yeah, they blurred him out when he was getting his getting beat, and then they didn't want to show his picture in most of the mass stream media.
Because they didn't want to show he was black.
Is that what
they
it
didn't
was?
want to show he was a black man.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people was thinking that the kids, there was like maybe a white guy or something like that.
Mm.
But they didn't want to show it was a black guy that got beat up. James Lambert don't even sound like a black man's name.
73. R.I.P. to James Lambert, man.
And the thing is, we don't even
family,
know,
man. I'm sorry to hear this happen to you. This is some sick stuff to be going on, and I don't know if there's any charges as of yet. Like you were saying,
right?
They have huge trouble with ongoing issues of violent crime out there in Philly, and they said that they were going to do a curfew, right? So that's what they're saying now, is that they said that same spot earlier, from what I was reading, they said that same spot is where they've been beating people up at. They said them kids, maybe not that particular group, but they said that there was being kids and other people whooping people over there coming through that part of the streets.
Yeah.
Like
and
some
that's
Lord
the
of
thing,
the Flies, right? Children of the Corn stuff going on.
Yeah, and that shit is fucking crazy, right? So check it, right? So and the thing is, people's like, that's what killed him? Just a couple of hits from, like, first off, they shouldn't be hitting him with a fucking traffic cone. Two, we don't know. They followed this man. Like, with a video, when we pick up the video, he's crossing the street. We don't know how long they've been accosting that man until we saw this video.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They blurring everything out, right?
Right. So we don't know if they was beating on him for a few blocks or what.
Right. And that's also, I think, protection for them too, as juveniles. They probably want to lower the charges. It's going to be some bogus way that they handle it, where they give them a slap on the wrist and let them back out, because they don't want any public outrage over it. And it's a sick and sad situation that went down. It brought their total in Philadelphia to 283 murders as of today.
Damn.
And last year, Philly had 562 murders. That was in but this is the thing though. When Donnie T was in office, there was only 200 something murders there in Philly.
Right.
When Donnie T was in office, only 200 something murders. That's still bad. That's still horrific. It still needs to be taken care of. But it wasn't the ongoing closing in on 600. So things has gotten worse.
I mean, things have gotten worse, and a lot of this stuff is due to what's going on right now. You got the poverty issue, people hungry. These kids is acting out because, for one, they've been out of school for how long, right? They just really start going back to school.
Facts. Yeah.
And then, like, when it get hot outside, motherfuckers start acting crazy.
Facts. Yes.
We got, we just had over the weekend, we had a man get killed by a squeegee kid here in Baltimore, right?
Yeah,
Got shot, chest by a squeegee kid, got killed.
a window
Right?
glass
Then
technician.
window, yeah, that's what the squeegee workers. That's what they try to call them, the squeegee workers. Like they fucking on skyscrapers and fucking hoists and shit like that, fucking washing windows. No, you know what I mean. And then apparently over the weekend, another squeegee kid carjacked somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not even like 3 or 4 blocks away from where that shit happened. Right? And the city want to throw them bail. They don't want nothing. They don't want to sit there. They don't want to hold them accountable for shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if they're children. You got to hold them accountable. Period. Or else people don't learn lessons. They just learn that, hey, I can do what the fuck I want. And I'm just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Right. Zero accountability, huh?
Right. Zero accountability. And that shit is crazy.
Shoot. We got the Macy Gray story. You hear about Macy Grace?
Yeah, I heard that shit, man.
She went there to the liberal-owned media to apologize. She got there and her bandmate was wearing the Free Britney Griner T-shirt. They told him to put that inside out. We don't want that. We don't want we don't want any political statements over here that we don't approve of.
Jeez.
Here in Biden's America. This is the picture right here, over here in the corner, up there in the corner there. I put this little. That's the Free Britney Griner shirt that he was wearing. That they had him turn inside out.
Really?
After all that, Macy Gray is gonna sit there and say, "I hope Joe Biden does something for us." That was her statement after all this, all that happened.
Bruh, listen. She sit there and she spoke the truth. She was putting it out there. She was saying, "Yo, I'm based. I'm saying this. I mean it. Kiss my ass."
She said, she said, "F you if you don't feel the same or however you want to feel." Right? That's how she put it. That's how she put it. Yeah. She came back and said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
And you know, like my man, Patrice O'Neal say, until she realized she owed. Yeah. She owed somebody. Right?
Yeah.
She probably was doing her little tours. I didn't know she still made music. But she probably doing her little tours and shit. She got stuff feeling herself, getting her money.
Still singing that fall and stumble song, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. And then, and then she feeling herself and shit. She got a couple dollars. And then she say this shit and she forget who her handlers are.
Yeah.
She forget who her handlers are. She forget that all of these industries, they got the rainbow insurance company handling them. You know what I mean?
She probably came in there with her tail tucked between her legs. They said, knock, knock, knock. Come on in, Macy. We gotta sit down. We gotta talk this over.
Right.
Imagine if she come in there probably head bowed down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Looking scared.
They was like, you owe us now.
Yeah.
You owe us now. Right? She went on her little apology. You said what she's supposed to say.
They show her the phone. This you? This what you said? Huh? This what you said?
Like, you owe us now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even keep playing with that, y'all. It'll correct itself eventually.
Will it?
Yeah, I just after a while, I kept trying to do 5
seconds.
Yeah, it'll fix itself. Like after a while, I'm not sure why it does that. But that's the
lock.
But yeah, she man, listen, she backtracked so fast. Now she talking about women is a vibe. Damn, it's a vibe. They was ready to ruin her life. Oh man, Jimmy Dawes says that poor old man. They will let them out and never solve the symptoms. I'm guessing these kids live in poverty created by oppressive government. They would rather push kids out than admit the government failed. That's true. That's true, Jimmy. Jimmy also says when kids don't have direction and opportunity, more will turn down the wrong path than the right. More will turn down the wrong path than the right path. Sinful nature isn't easily escaped, especially without positive influence. He's right. You know what I mean? But Jimmy said, I love Patrice. I never laughed as hard when he said donkey punch on Fox News. I remember that. That shit was fucking hilarious.
What's that other cat's name? George Carlin, right? George Carlin, yeah. Patrice O'Neal, legendary figures of comedy that spit some stuff out there that I don't think the powers that be liked it too much.
Nah, you had Dick Gregory, George Carlin, Patrice O'Neal, and what's the other guy? They keep saying look like Alex Jones. I forgot his name. Damn, I can't think of his name, but he was fucking funny too. He was kind of like a George Carlin.
Right, right,
It'll
right.
come to me, and it'll come to me. But yeah, yo, yo, Patrice was ahead of his time, but he was saying it like he said it back then. He was talking about before he died. He was talking about the beast, which is Hollywood, right? He
Hmm.
was talking about a similar situation with Tracy Morgan, where Tracy Morgan he kept saying the agate A.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
kept saying it, and then it was like, "Are he feeling himself a little too much?" And then he got they knocked him down a peg, and then and they got him in line. He apologized. They gave him his career back, and he was like, "Now you owe us."
Look what they did with Tim Allen.
Yeah,
He Buzz Lightyear, but they
right.
buzzed him out in favor of another cat, just because his viewpoints
Yeah, Chris
weren't in
Evans,
line with what they
not so
wanted him to
not so
say.
Captain America. Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Not So America. All because Tim Allen came out as a conservative, and his
Hmm.
TV show, which was a pretty damn good show, I liked it. Um, what was it called? Shucks. Um, Dang, I can't think of the show. Not Eight Simple Rules. What is it called? I
Last
can't
man
think of
standing.
it. Last Man Standing. That's it. It was a good show, but it's got conservative values in it.
Right.
That's why it got canceled. It got canceled simply because of that.
Look back at the '90s when we had shows like Rock and all those other shows. We had
Yeah,
some Tia and Tamara's Sister Sister with. I mean, there
yeah.
was just tons and
Family
tons and
Matters,
tons and tons of shows that had positive
Cosby's.
figures, right? In
Yeah.
addition to comedic figures too, when you had Al Bundy and Married with Children, and you
Mm-hmm.
had the Steve Harvey show, you had Hanging with Mr. Cooper, you had Martin. It's just so many different shows you could watch back then. So
Even that show Sinbad had for like a
right,
half a second back
yeah,
then. Was it
Sinbad
me
show.
hanging with the boys or something? Me and the boys. I think that might
Hmm.
have been another Steve Harvey show.
And
Anyway, but
Homeboys in Space, that was dope.
Homeboys in Outer Space. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now
Apparently, I'm
since
not
see,
allowed in space.
right, the Hotep's not allowed in space.
I'm not allowed in space and shit. But yeah, it's you had all this positive male role model stuff, like kids learned a lesson. Kids love TGIF because of Family Matters. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to see that.
Yeah,
And we learned life lessons from Carl.
yeah, yeah. Carl Winslow was a good
You
pops.
know, even though
Uncle Phil.
he's slipping them girls Mickeys. We learned lessons from Cliff.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? We
right.
learned stuff lessons from Steve Hightower.
Yeah,
You know,
that
you
was a good
know,
series.
yeah, like
They talk about
we
all
learned.
this. We don't have diversity shows and whoop de whoop. And we what the trend back then was to go ahead and let the studios run all this different stuff until everything became in our modern time all this agenda politics and stuff,
Yeah,
and gender
supposed
studies. But
you're
it,
supposed to let the people. You're supposed to let the people speak. You're supposed to let the people speak on what they want to see,
yeah,
right?
the audience should dictate. Like if the audience isn't feeling it, move on to something else. Or if that niche audience wants that, provide them an outlet for it too.
Yeah,
What's
like
the
look at
problem
Rotten
with that?
Tomatoes. Look at Rotten Tomatoes, right?
Mm,
Like news outlets, media outlets are used. The critics gave it, da, 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 but I'm like, the
gatekeeping.
audience said it was, yeah, but the audience said it was shit.
It's because it's gatekeepers. They're
Right,
gatekeepers. They
right,
you know, they want to push one thing over the other, and they want to push one thing over the other and set that and say that this is the standard. This is the level that you got that everyone else has to follow along and follow suit.
right,
And if you don't follow
right.
suit with that, you cancel.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah. Essentially,
dictatorship. It's a tyranny.
yeah. Essentially, what it is. It's essentially what it is. But she gave in. Macy Gray gave in.
Yeah.
She did her little media thing. They told her to do.
Ooh, yeah.
Fix that shit. She fixed that shit. We're gonna give you your career back, whatever was left of it.
How are
Now
you
you
gonna
owe us.
right? How are you gonna turn your Brittany Griner shirt inside out?
Right.
I thought everyone was supposed to be taking knees and all this, that, and the third.
Next, you're gonna see Macy Gray singing a song with a trans woman or some shit in a fucking Tampax commercial or something.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of
She
fun.
she about to be the spokesperson for that shit soon. Watch.
Lord have mercy. We got New York City. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they frightening people with this thing that you showed me earlier. They had the more the with more the more you know PSA
Yeah.
public service announcement regarding nukes.
Yeah, they
The
needed to play
girl
the more
was
you know fucking thing at the end.
right. The girl, she sure could. The girl was like, "So, if you've been blown up, here's what you can do." She had the pretty happy, excited voice about it. Folks, we've
Yeah.
been telling you for a long time, get your oodles of noodles, get your
Yes.
water, stop
Mm.
buying these Jordans, stop
Mm.
putting on the Supreme, get
Mm.
prepared and be safe out here in these streets in case something goes down.
Yeah.
It's better to be aware and be situationally aware than to be caught slipping and then
Right.
be wondering how you're gonna provide for your family because you can't get to the bank because the digital banking system has gone down. You
Look
can't
at
you
Canada.
can't drink no water
Canada could.
because the water's become contaminated and you don't have
Yeah.
no iodine drops.
Yeah. Look at Canada. Canada lost their internet for like a few days. Nobody could get money or nothing.
What happened in Texas? Here at home,
Yeah. Yeah. Them
energy
rolling
problems. They
blackouts.
got energy problems right this second.
Right. Yeah.
But we want to
Yep.
sit here and watch shoe videos and go
Right.
and get some new uh, some new Nikes, some new Air Ones, some new Maxes.
Yeah. Ain't got no food stores in your house. You know what I mean? And now, granted, the video was it was basic at best, right?
But the
No,
timing though,
the
doggone it all,
timing, especially when I think like Russia is posturing like they gonna do some shit.
flexing on us, right?
Right. That's fucking
Them
scary.
and their homies China.
Right. Now, granted, if a fucking nuke hit, if a nuke fucking hit New York City, you know, ground zero, it ain't no preparing for that shit. You just make sure you get right with the Lord before that motherfucker go off.
Man, like
Right.
I, yeah, I pulled up what's that joint, the 10 pool joint. He said like you'll be looking around like, oh, now we're in heaven all of a sudden. How this happened? Cause shoot,
Right.
getting hit, that's one of them things they're talking about go get in your basement in New York. You know how many basements
Right. You're gonna be a part of the fucking foundation.
basement get in your basement
Steph
because
said he lived near New York. He said that shit ain't cool.
mm-mm. Nah, so
Bruh.
yeah, we got to get prepared. Everyone out there, especially you Hotep, you truth community, you Gematria, all you people out there,
Mhm.
you Christians, all you folks, get your stuff together.
Right.
Stop waiting
You need to
around.
you need to be underground. Some shit like that happen.
Hmm.
You know, like, and that's if it hits you head on.
Right.
Right. You know, like for example, I'm in Baltimore. You know, I'm like maybe my house is far enough where I am. I'm in the county, Baltimore County. Maybe it's far enough from DC. I don't know.
Right.
You know, like look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Right. You
Yeah.
ever seen like the fucking documentaries on when the fucking nuke hit that shit?
Yes.
It eviscerated people.
Yes.
Like on so you remember that episode? Remember that fucking scene in Terminator?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It eviscerated people. Like
Judgment
people,
Day.
it was fucking shadows of the people that used to be in the walls, singed into the walls.
Hmm.
The shirt, if they had a red shirt on or something like that, guess what? Where they were sitting, it was a red shadow.
Yeah.
Like that, and that was the nukes of then. Imagine how much more powerful they are now.
Mm.
And how in the far-reaching implications they have now. Right?
Yes.
Like you gotta be prepared. Like I said, if it hits you, like if you in New York and that shit hit New York,
That's a wrap.
it's a wrap. You know, now if it hit like fucking, I don't know, Delaware or maybe Philly or somewhere else, you know, a few hundred miles away, you probably gonna get fallout.
This the picture of it right there with the lady
Yeah.
saying get inside.
Yeah, you probably gonna have fallout, right? You're probably gonna have fallout. That's when you want to get in the basement and all that other shit. Make sure you're out of the way. You gotta, you know, and you gotta chill out until you hear word to get out. Now, the thing that I had an issue with was she saying listen out for wireless communication. I'm like, yo, if a nuke go off, that's electromagnetic pulse. That's gonna knock out communication.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Ain't got no internet. You know, you will
Got
not have your
nothing.
internet going in that
Nothing. You
event.
better get a fucking wind up radio,
The wind up radio, yes.
you know, or something like that, and scroll the fucking thing for an emergency channel. You know, it wouldn't hurt to have like a
Ham
walkie-talkie
radio.
that ham radio.
Nobody
Yeah,
got the
get a
ham
ham.
radios no more. Look what they did. They took out the Radio Shacks. Radio
Yeah,
Shacks used
yeah.
to be the spot to get all your little equipment like that.
Handy Bob that be in the chat, I think he said he know how to get ham radios, but you get a ham cert, and then you know that way you can listen and find out what the deal is, you know. But even then, if you can't leave your house for a few weeks because you got to wait for the fallout and all that shit to fucking kind of dissipate a bit, you got to have food. You got to have water. You know what I mean?
I heard the baby running
So
by the door. I need to make sure it's locked up before you
good.
don't.
But you want to make sure. You want to make sure, like I said, that video was like basic at best.
Yeah.
You know, they gave it their best shot with a 1-minute video. I'm sure you can find more in-depth videos on YouTube on what you need to do should some shit like that happen. But you know, let's just say, for example, if DC's hit, you know what I mean? I'm sure I'm gonna feel fallout here in Baltimore. I need to take this proper precautions, bring my family into the basement, you know, to try to wait it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Iodine tablets. You want to have iodine tablets, you know, to kind of counteract the radiation. You know, you can get those on Amazon if I'm not mistaken.
You know, I've seen them here locally at some of our hardware stores too, but I don't know. That might just be an Oklahoma thing. I'm not sure.
Could be, but you want to have iodine tablets. First aid. You want to have, like I said, get a fucking wind up radio, maybe some kind of solar powered something.
Get your propane stoves, people, too. Get your propane
stoves.
You're gonna need that to cook your food on.
Kerosene heater or something that you can double and boil some water with it. You know what I mean? You gotta be prepared because you could be in the house for a while.
Battery operated fan too, and make sure that your water storage, that you just get your water together. Make sure you get you some of those 4-gallon jugs that they have at Lowe's and Home Depot in those spots. Get you some of those big ones. Have them in the back. You know, find your back room somewhere, your closet, wherever, and then just stack it with your water cases. Get your bottled water, get your drinking water ready, because if you don't have access to water, you're pretty much messed up from the get. So what I was gonna say on that New York City joint, before we take shout out to the chat, everyone that came through. Collier's put out that special about Hiroshima, New York. They put that out August 5th of 1950, and that was, I think, 72 years ago. And we're coming up in the month of August pretty soon. So I just thought that was an interesting, hopefully not predictive programming, that you can see it over here in this part right here. But we are coming up on an important date for Gematria. There's going to be 2 of them. The number one is August the 6th, which that reads as an 8-6, and 86 means it's all out or it's all gone. And the other date that's important is 8/10, because that's going to be August the 10th is going to be the 222nd day of the year, 222 day. And 222 day is usually quite important. If you go back and look at other 222 days, the Stein event happened, where that guy was in his jail cell and he decided to do something to himself while the cameras turned off. Okay, so that's usually the 222 situation. Something major league goes down on those timing. So the Gematria community is going to be watching out for that. So that's 2 days to just keep your head up, keep your kufi on tight, and be situationally aware.
And I guess where all this is coming from, so I'm looking at American military news. It says Russia activates doomsday submarine armed with nuke and torpedoes.
Yeah.
Now, I did hear something where they said that this isn't something that's not common, right? I did hear that this is something that's not common. Most armed forces, when they're faced with a certain threat, they'll arm it. They'll get it prepared. Should some shit like that happen.
Wow.
But it's still fucking scary. You know what I mean? Because it's on their sub. Wherever their sub is, especially when Russia's just across the fucking... The only thing that's separating us from Russia is what? Fucking Alaska.
Palin can see it from her...
She can see it from her fucking kitchen. Yeah, whatever the fuck she said. You know.
But I hear it, though. It's a lot of situations going down. We just got to be,
The world is fucking on fire right now, and people are just not paying attention.
Everyone's so comfortable here in the U.S. of A. with the even with inflation rising, and we see these other countries falling apart, and we act like, oh, it'll never hit here. Boy, they're going to be in for a rude awakening once the stuff hits the fan over here in the good old US of A, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Right.
So I mean, everyone out there, Hotep, Truth community, all of you folks, Gematria community, you know what time it is. It's time to be prepared. It's not time to play around
At all.
at all.
At all.
Period. Get you your extra freezer for your venison, your bison, or whatever else you need to put your meats in.
Yeah.
Put it
I'm
on
telling you
lock.
guys.
Get it ready. Get it ready.
Right.
Get it ready.
Right now, you can go online and get a bunch of beef liver and beef heart for like $2 a pound.
Yeah, I even got those dissected beef liver tabs.
Oh yeah, I got them too.
$20
You know what I mean?
bottle, I think, $20 to $40 a bottle, and you can get a whole bunch of them, and you can take those too as you need to in case
Right.
the worst case scenario, along with your MREs if you can get some, and your freeze dried foods.
Right. Go on Amazon, get you some of them fucking, they're like Rice Krispie treats, but they got a lot of protein and some other shit that's sustained. They're like 3,000 calories a bar. They got MREs on Amazon. I'm actually on Amazon. I'm about to go to Amazon now.
Get you some sustenance.
Right, and it's Prime Day, so fucking get some shit.
Yeah. It's
Goddamn
Prime
it.
Day. You know what else? I was gonna mention this last night. You was on with the Watcher. Shout out to you and the Watcher.
Yeah, we had fun.
Today was the day before on the 11th was free icy or something like that 7-Eleven day where there was gonna be some free items over there at 7-Eleven. Today on 7/12 is your 12-inch free subs at Subway. But now it's too late though for that. But
damn, it's too late now.
yeah.
Let me see, it's not USA. What the fuck is going on with this shit?
We got the Rippaverse up here. Eric July, congratulations. Shout out to you, sir. You have hit thank you. You hit $1 million on your stretch goal. They said it couldn't be done, but you did it. The haters said it would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
What cover did you get, Kenny? You ordered one of his Eric July Rippaverse.
I got the
There's the man right there.
I got the ESOM cover. I got the ESOM cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name, because that's the is it ISOM or ESOM? I forgot how you pronounce the name of the character.
ISOM? I'm not sure, because I know I've heard it over and over again, but now I'm forgetting myself.
Yeah, I got the cover with ISOM on it.
Right.
I didn't get a autograph copy because I plan on meeting Eric July and just had him sign it for me.
Yeah.
And I may go back and revisit it, maybe buy another copy, signed copy as well. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. It looks nice. Nice. Nice.
Back to the old school with the comics.
Right, like Valiant Comics, Image Comics.
Can't wait.
Oh, I think we lost the feed.
I can't wait to check it out.
Y'all hear us still? I thought we lost feed for a second there. Thank you so much for
we lost any feed.
Thank you so much for coming in, Latina for Freedom as well. I hope Eric's comic blows up enough with these whack woke comics. Appreciate you. If you missed already, we were talking about the taco story. If you want to go and watch that in the replay, and I remember you had that cool little image you put up there on Twitter. So shout out to you for that as well. I don't know if you've seen it, but she had said that she was for Halloween she had her taco outfit ready.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yo.
I said she funny, yo. She low key, she funny on Twitter, yo.
Long Tong Sun said, I'm thinking of getting the sign, John. Eric July killing it. I'm so pumped up for the
He hit $1 million under 24 hours. He hit $1 million in under 24 hours.
Yeah.
Dude. That's how much people was anticipating it. Right,
it's what we've been saying. The audience, know your audience and give them what they want. You can structure it however you want if it's your property, right? But
right.
Dictating it to them like a tyrant has been what's causing a lot of people to be turned off with those things as well. So that's been the issue for a lot of people that didn't want to watch Lightyear and didn't want to mess with so Minions and Top Gun. Those are the top movies. Billion dollar films.
Yeah. And my son loved Minions. He thought that shit was hilarious. But I still ain't seen Top Gun yet. I'm still looking at these MREs, yo. They not too bad. You can get they kind of went up a little bit, but
yeah, they went up.
You can get I don't know. You got somewhere you can get what is it? As low as $150 for a couple, for a case of food. There's for Patriots, it's $247 for a 4-week survival kit. Hey, that's a deal. 4 week survival kit for $247.
It's a good
I
deal.
made a jump on that. I mean, I got shit, but like they got pancakes and macaroni and cheese and shit. Like you fuck around and have a Thanksgiving meal with some of this stuff. Powdered milk.
Did you have
Yeah,
that powdered milk before? I was in
I
Germany
never
before,
had.
and I used to drink it back when I was in Germany. My dad was stationed in the army, so I had that powdered milk. I was used to that.
Uh, but yo, that's it right there. 4 week survival kit. I don't know if it's just for one person. If it's but $247. Maybe buy two of them. You know, and then go get your canned goods, get your oodles and noodles, shit that you can sustain on. You know what I mean? Get your vitamins to supplement for that. Remember that the human body is made to fast.
Yeah.
We're efficient at fasting. You know what I mean? A lot of us got a couple extra pounds we could shed off. So just remember that, you're not going to starve as long as you got water and salt.
I
You
seen
know,
that about the, because they had everyone locked up, and then when people weren't going outside, but they said that, two of the things that are really good for you within nature is the sunlight, the vitamin D that you get from that, and the restorative energy that properties that you get out of the sunlight, as
right?
well as the uh, the smell of the soil too. You know all those people that like your granny and your auntie that sit there and mess with the soil a lot and dig it up and do
Mm-hmm.
all the planting. They say that that's one of the most it's called let me look at the word. I got it listed on my phone somewhere or on my computer. Geosmin. Geosmin affects the serotonin in your brain and causes you to be happy and at peace. It changes your
Yeah.
mood.
I know that ketones do that.
Does it?
Yeah, ketones. When you're in ketosis,
Uh-huh.
it's like a fucking light switch flip, and then like you just like is you good. It's
Right.
crazy.
Think about how many people out there get so freaking depressed, and you see where they're
Yeah.
at all the time. They're
Look
just
at
inside the house ordering some Mickey D's. Not
Yeah.
not they don't head outside. They don't mess with the plants. They don't mess with with nature, with what God's given us, and they're sitting there wondering why they don't feel good all the time. They're messing with some Crisco and some other stuff, some chemicals, and this all that stuff is affecting the mind, body, and soul. And
They even got some shit called survival tabs, bro.
what's it contain? Proteins?
Let's see, it's got 240 calories per serving.
Wow.
100 108 from fat.
Hmm.
30 grams of carbs, 140 milligrams of sodium, which ain't bad. Saturated fats is 3 grams. No dietary fiber though. 12 grams of sugar because of the vanilla. 4 grams of protein. It's got like a bunch of vitamins and shit, riboflavin and vitamin B and iron and all that other good shit. They call it survival tabs. It might not be a bad option, honestly. It might
I
not be a
haven't heard
bad
about it
option to
before. This
have
is the
them.
first time I ever heard about it with you bringing it up, called survival tabs.
Yeah, I guess you throw it in some water and let that shit dissolve, and you drink it. You know, I guess it satiates you, and it keeps you moving,
That's
especially
good.
with the sodium in it and some other shit. Like
Tell
I
you,
don't
I
think
don't know if
that.
you can see my plate. I got the rice. I got the rice. She made the rice and the potatoes. I don't know if that shows up or not.
Yeah, but I think this is a. I'm gonna send it over to you, but I think this might
Appreciate
be a good option, guys. Like I said, it's called survival tasks, but you want to get your shit ready, man. Get everything, however you can get it
it. Get it.
right now. Like you guys see my streams where I keep telling y'all to be prepared. This is the time to be prepared now. You got to get it ready. Oh, we got Ahmad Wilson in the building. What's the deal? What's the deal? Appreciate you
Salute.
coming to join in on
Thank you, sir.
Jay's channel.
Appreciate
We probably gonna try to do this every Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Time might vary, but we'll see if we can't stick to the between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. I didn't shout out Latina for freedom. Appreciate you coming in. Long Tong Sun is here. Appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Where we at now? We at 11 likes. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all
appreciate
share the
y'all for
stream
looking
too.
out.
Let's get Jay where Jay at now? Let's get Jay to 100 subs.
I'm at 10. This channel, I'm you know what? I'll be blessed. I think this channel is gonna blow up huge. I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah.
It's gonna it's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be eventual over time. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
appreciative to everyone who was here from the jump. helping out, to Cannon, to the whole Hotep Nation, to my Gematria community, and everyone in the chat. I appreciate you so much. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Latina for Freedom says I'm on no carbs, but occasionally I have my rice and beans. I feel you. I love keto. Keto helps me get in shape. Right now I'm on keto so I can get my shit together before Hotep weekend. Um, Long Tong Sun says, don't forget the survival straws and charcoal. That's facts. That's how you can filter your water.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. The charcoal
you know,
joint.
yeah, get the Life straw. It's pretty decent. Sawyer makes really good water filtration systems. And I gotta ask my home. I might do a video on this later. I gotta ask my homeboy. He sent me something, but the shit not in my phone no more.
Uh huh.
He sent me something about this guy on YouTube that was using like fucking sand and some other shit. He was no, not sand. He was using some kind of system where it was dope. He was purifying like gallons of water at a time with something,
The
and it was slick.
well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was just saying the best while you look that up, the best filtration system that I know of right this second was called Zero Water. Do you have that one too?
No,
The
I don't
Zero
have that
Water
one. No,
filter system?
that's what it is that he
Is
was
that right?
using.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think he
zero.
was
I
using
got
that.
zero water. I got the zero water filters and filtration system here at the house, and it was scientifically. They did a whole bunch of different tests, and a whole bunch of YouTubers checked on it. And man, they poured dyes into it and everything, and dirt into it, and all kind of stuff, and it filtered it all out. And all the other water filter systems weren't as
Oh
good
no, no, not
as
that
the
one. He
zero
was
water
using some
one.
shit that was supposed to be out. It was something. He put this shit in a bag.
Mm.
He
But
put that
yeah,
shit in a bag,
if you can
and
get a
he.
zero water or the one that Canon is talking about, guys, I would recommend you do so. Get yourself look it up and get yourself a good water filter too, because
Let
you'll
me see if
probably
I
need
can
one of
text
those
him.
as well.
Let me see if he homesick with the Rona and shit. Uh,
Is it spiking back up?
I don't know.
Jimmy Doss said he's
He
gonna go
said he
ahead and
think
get
he
that
got it. He
zero
said he
water.
think he got it. He said he think he got it. I don't know if he tested himself yet. Told him to get
Wow,
tested. I said
shoot,
don't come to
that's a
work and
shame. Get
I said
better,
don't
man.
come to work till you figure that out. I don't need no liability issues.
He's heading off to work. Just do or die worker, huh?
Right.
Coughing up a lung. I made it to work. It's like, man, get yourself out of here. We don't need that.
See if he let me see. I just texted him. If he sent me back, I'll push it over to you so we can look at it. But yeah, let me see what else we got here. Latina says, cool Tuesdays, let us make it a regular date. I hear that. Jimmy says, I'm down for cool Tuesdays. We appreciate you, Jimmy,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you so much for coming through. Good looking
But
out.
I know what you Zero Water is the pitcher, right?
Yeah, they got a whole system though.
Yeah.
They got the
Yeah.
zero water pitchers. They got a big old joint that I saw before. I think at the Lowe's or Home Depot, if I'm not mistaken. There's just a lot of different good ones that they make, but a lot of the other stuff doesn't compare to it. You know, all those other off brands and some of those
Mhm.
other little popular ones, they're not as good as that zero water. That's for sure. From what the tests look like.
Jimmy said his wife got the yamming, but
Hmm.
hopefully she recover fast. He said she's good though. That's what's up.
My brother got it, and he had the vacation package too.
Mm, 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 mm.
Try to tell
That's
your family
crazy.
members, but you know what? If they got the TV on, the radio on, and they got friends in their ear, even if your family, what are they gonna
Mm.
do? Are they gonna
Right.
listen to you, or are they gonna listen to what they heard on the TV set, or they heard one of their friends peer pressuring them to do?
See my family. They don't listen to me. I mean, my kids and my wife and them do, but like other family members, they want to. Oh no, but doctor, that doctor that shall be
Dr.
remain
Shivago,
nameless. Yeah, him. Yeah,
some TV
you know,
character.
he said.
That's
I'm
what
like,
he
okay,
said.
well, you go with what he said. Now
Yeah,
all y'all sick.
that's why them homeless people okay. That's why them Amish people okay. But yeah, go ahead, listen to what Dr. Shivago said.
Right, exactly. I
While
was
he
wondering about that because I didn't see no winos catch that shit.
Nah. That's why why you got this man while that Dr. Shivago out kicking it with Mother Teresa and kids are coming up missing and puppies are
Right.
coming up dead. But go ahead,
I'm sitting
go
there
see
like
what he has to say about it.
I'm sitting here like, yo, I really hope crack is not the cure. I really hope crack is not
Yeah,
the
because
cure.
he had that funny article that came out. I think it was fake though, that said that said crack use is not so bad. You might want to consider, if you know, for 2022, you might want to
Yeah.
consider trying it just once. It's not that bad. It's not, it's good for your health, really.
Right. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But see, guys, please, 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 please get y'all shit together.
Get it
Get your
together.
food stores and stuff like that. So what other topics we got going on?
That's it for me. I'm
That's
good.
it for you? All right, that's
Yeah,
what's up. I had fun. I enjoy it.
yeah. It was an
So
epic show. We had the fireworks tonight on all these spicy topics, but hopefully we code worded around everything enough, skirted enough that we won't get the bans.
yeah, I think we're good.
Bans will make me dance.
And salute to my man July, Eric July.
Yeah.
$1 million in a day. You know, hopefully he made a profit. If he broke even, that's fucking awesome. Hopefully he made a profit. I think he surpassed his break even quota. So my man is doing his thing. I can't wait to get that book. James Lambert, you know, my thoughts and prayers go out to his family. That should have never happened to him. You know, I know they kids, but they got to learn a lesson, man. I hope justice comes for James Lambert, man.
Yes, sir.
You know.
That story
Anyway,
make you sick to your stomach looking at that, right?
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
what that man do to you? What did that man do to you? He's just trying to
right.
cross the street, kids.
That's it.
What in
That's
the
it.
world? But
Anyway,
yeah,
we
we
gonna get
appreciate y'all for coming through, everyone. God bless you so much, and thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. Every time you guys show up, it's a blast. And we'll be back again to do this again on a Tuesday. And then you might see us again if we get around to doing a Hotep movie review sometime before then. We went to go see the Minions, and I know you saw the Thor and the Minions too, right, Kenny?
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
yeah. So we'll probably knock one of those out if we get around to it.
Hit that sub button on the way out, y'all.
Appreciate. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. So for Jay Pilon and Cannon Hotep, peace.